Jo's. CarolJo's is an online jewelry and accessory business for women, and I do all kinds of things here on the lives. So if you would like to see what I actually create, go to CarolJo's.com and you can see what I make. Here I do different things. I go live on different social medias. Tonight I am live on 2 different social medias. I'm live on YouTube and I am live on TikTok. So I go live on TikTok 6 nights or 6 days a week. I'm trying to go live on YouTube 4 days a week. The days that I go live on both of those social medias is when I do my tutorials and my chat nights. I do my bead sales only on TikTok. I do my jewelry sales on both not YouTube, sorry. I do them on my Facebook group and on TikTok. So, and then I do a live on Friday nights. That's either going to be beads or jewelry. It goes back and forth each and every day. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Steph. So just depending on the Friday. This coming Friday is going to be a TikTok only one that is a subscriber. Those who subscribe to me on TikTok over here, you guys will have a subscriber only live. Hi, T-Money. So, hey. All right, so that's what I go live. I go live 8 p.m. Central, Monday through Thursday, sometime in the afternoon on Fridays, and that's when I do a jewelry sale. Tomorrow is 1 p.m., and then tomorrow night, 8 p.m. is when we're going to do the TikTok subscriber live. Hi, Rose. Thank you, Michelle, for the fire. And then Saturday, we're going to do our part 2 of our tutorial on the paint pour. So they are dry enough that I can show you guys and hold them up. So here is the gray shades, and this right here, that wasn't there. Thank you, Rose, for the fire. But there was a little bit in the cup, so I poured it out from the cup, and I'll see what we can make with jewelry with that. So I think that's kind of cool. Then this one, I do not know what happened. And I told you guys, it will move on its own. The paint will. The paint moved over to here. So we got something completely different than what we set out for. Because when I went to bed, it wasn't like this. When I woke up this morning, it was like this. So it's really different than what we thought it was going to be. I think we'll get some good jewelry out of it. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to let them dry still one more day before I take one of the 2 and make them into the second part so that I can do parts 2 and 3 all together on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. So yeah, so that was that. Today is chat time. So if you guys have questions, please ask them in the chat and I'll answer your questions, or all of us here, we will discuss it. Like always, 10 shares, 10,000 likes on TikTok, and I will do a giveaway. I have both jewelry and bead soup available tonight. So go ahead, and I'm going to bring up my backup account because I haven't done that yet. And let me know what your questions are, everybody. There we go. So I'm just waiting to see what you guys want for chat night. And I'm going to work on jewelry for tomorrow night's live. So tomorrow night, my goal is to have 30 new pieces of jewelry that I have not shown, you know, in any of my lives for selling jewelry. One of the pieces we made on one of our lives. Oh no, Rose, that connection just stinks where you live. But so we have that only one you guys have seen before. So all the rest of the jewelry you guys have not seen before. I've actually just made it this week. And I'll have 30 new pieces of jewelry to show tomorrow night. That is my goal. I have 22 done. So I have 8 more to make before tomorrow. And then the other thing that I am doing is I'm getting beads ready to do the bead sale. So we're going to do 30 jewelry pieces, and then we'll change over to the beads and do a bead sale. And that starts at 8 p.m. and subscribers only are going to be the only ones that can claim those items. Ah, There you go. I get it. And so literally how it works, I think from what I've read, hi Chris. So this is the first time I've done a subscriber only live. So, what will happen is it will let everybody know I'm live. I don't think I can just say only subscribers, but I can put it so the only people who can comment on it are subscribers. So we'll just have to keep telling people that think that they're being ghosted. They're really not being ghosted. They have to be a subscriber. To subscribe, if you go down to the bottom of the screen on the left side, do you see a yellow star there? That is the subscriber. Hi Heidi. That is the subscriber area. So then you tap on it and it brings it up, and it allows you to subscribe. You can do it for 1 month, or you can do it where it's a recurring and goes month after month. It is $2.99 a month is the fee for it. And then those that subscribe will be able to claim things tomorrow night. I'm also going to be giving a discount on everything tomorrow night for the subscribers. So that is something else that you guys will get. So and it's up to you. Yeah, so what you'll get is tomorrow night, the 30 pieces of jewelry, and I'm trying to get 20 different beads. I don't want to go really, really late tomorrow night, but we will have those two things, and you'll get a discount on them for being a subscriber. And the only people who can claim those items are going to be people who subscribe. And it's totally up to you. I'm not trying to force you to subscribe. I'm just trying to. And just like Julie, thank you, Julie, for subscribing. I have one extra picture that I've created for an emoji, and it's one of my necklaces. And the other thing is there's other emojis out there that you can do it. No, it's going to be tomorrow night, Joya. But if you don't subscribe, I think you guys can watch. You just can't claim because you can't comment. So I think you can partake in just watching. Sorry. So, and what I've got is 20 pieces of jewelry, or 30 pieces of jewelry for sale, and also 20 different beads. So there's one of the emojis that you guys can use. And I got to go out there and create more emoji sticker things. I just have not done it. So that's how the subscriber on TikTok works. I do show my product. Is it CarolJo's? I might be saying that wrong. I do that when we have the days that we're doing it. Tonight is a chat night, so I don't show it on chat nights. I just work and answer questions. Oh no, Joya. I will keep you in my prayers. The monthly fee is included to use the emojis, Patty. And Joya, did you find the bracelet? I haven't looked at my emails. Hi, Sonia. I have not looked at my emails since this afternoon, so I was just wondering if you found it. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you. I was like about ready to have a panic attack if you didn't find it. So I was like, oh, Lord. So I'm trying to make some of the jewelry for tomorrow night, but I don't want to like show it all off yet. Thank you for the heart me, Julie. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's why I'm trying not to show what I'm making here, and that's why I'm going down. I have also been working on getting beads ready for next Tuesday night's bead sale. Getting excited about that. Yeah, on my website, there is all kinds of items of what I sell for my jewelry. So like you can see this here. This necklace here is one of them that I've made. It is a druzy, a faux druzy in a setting here on a necklace. Okay. I got you, Rose. And then let me see what else. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have this jewelry in this box that I want to do on one of our previews. So like, you're welcome. I'll just say, I'll show you some stuff that's here. We have all different kinds of glass pendants out there. Here's a different glass pendant. There. And that's got dichroic glass in there with that pink in there. Let's see what else I have in here. This one might be a box of a lot of the glass, but let me see if I have something else in it. Yeah, I do. Okay. So we have, she was here. Patty was in here. Here is a pair of earrings that we made. Oh yeah, we can do that tonight. I can show you. I haven't put these up for sale yet. On my next preview, which will not be this Friday, probably next Friday, I will be doing some of the jewelry preview. Thank you for the follow. And then this one is a layered necklace with silver and gold for the colors. And it has got opalite. Let's get that centered there. There we go. And it's got opalite for the bead that's on there. And you get all three of the necklaces in this one. And you can wear them separately or layered together. And then here is a different pair of earrings that we've made. I have some cornelian chips that I think I want to do the same thing as that opalite one. Then we have some of the glass pearls in cluster earrings. So we got that's some of the things that I make. That's just a little bit. Last night we did a tutorial on the paint pours. So we're waiting for us to be able to do the next step, but this will be turned into jewelry. It looks like a blob right now, but we're gonna turn it into jewelry. I like this one. I like the gray one too. We did cut shades of gray. That's funny, Joya. So yeah, so that's what we got. What I do all kinds of jewelry. What we're gonna do on Saturday is it'll show you how. Oh, you're welcome. It's chat night. We can do that kind of stuff here on chat night. What we do is that we take our cabochon. Oh, thank you for the heart, or the hand heart, Rose. Thank you. You take the cabochons, and I use diamond glaze, and I will hold the cabochon over the top of this until when it looks through it, it looks cool to me. The reason why you do that is the cabochon is glass and it magnifies it. So it'll look different than what you see here. And remember last night, if you guys were watching, I said this will dry and it won't be as glassy looking, and it's not like when it was wet last night. And so when you do that diamond glaze, it'll give it a glaze to make it shine again. So I use that to glue my cabochon on and where I put it at. I let that dry overnight, and then the next day, because it just takes an overnight, and I gotta grab the scissors here, so hold on. I will take these little scissors, And the reason why I use them, you can tell that they've been in the paint because they've got paint on them. And you got this, and you just cut through it. Then what I do is I take, when I cut it out, I glue that into a setting so that you protect both sides of that paint on the back and the front. So then you don't have to drill through anything. Okay. And I was going to say, Joya, you're in my thoughts and prayers. Totally understandable. That is the most priority thing in your life right now. Being on my live is not. Just so you know, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers. So then you don't have to drill through it. And at the end of the day, I just have here sitting next to me, I don't have jewelry with it in there right close by me. But I'm going to show you here. We're going to keep you happy because I'm hoping you liked your bracelet. This is what they will look like. So this one is just a 12 millimeter cabochon with that glass dome on it. And for necklaces, I don't use the 12 millimeter. Oh good, I'm glad you love it. I take and do a 25 millimeter cabochon for a circle, a 25 millimeter square, which in measurement, that's around an inch. So you got an inch square or an inch circle. And I have one that's like a 2-inch by 1.5-inch size rectangle. And so I have all different sizes of the cabochons to do that. And then they have more of a bail setting here at the top with those settings so that you can just put it on any type of quarter chain that you want to put it on. This setting here that I'm using with the 12 millimeters with that type of hole at the top here, I use this for like earrings. So if I can find two places in this entire paint pour that are very similar, I will make them into earrings. But if I have an area that isn't similar, but I think it's really cool at a 12 millimeter, I make these little dangles that I can put on a bracelet or on a necklace and add it. So yeah, so yep, the paint pour goes into the cabochon like that. So, and then the thing is that this whole entire bag that I have here is all different. Oh yeah, that's okay. You can call it a blob and I am not going to be offended. So like here is another piece of it. Let's see if we can get that to, there we go. And if you look at this one, do you see where it's got some shimmery like silver in it? This one has that silver, that yesterday we were using that silver shimmer or shimmering silver. I can't remember the name of it. And we put that one here in the gray. That is what that looks like. So when it goes through the glass, you see that shimmer. And they all come out different. So, I mean, I've done them in, here's yellows, different shades of yellows. And we've done, here is one that's black and white with just a hint of gray. There's more black and white than the one that I just created. We've got purples, and I have different shades because you can do different colors of it. And so I did different colors of purple. You can kind of see in here, they're different shades of purple. There's green I've done. So there's a green. And that's what you're seeing is that just taking that little piece. When you look at, and I'm going to bring this up again. Hi, Captain. How are you tonight? When you do this whole entire area, it just looks blobby, like you're saying. But when you get down to just a little piece of it and underneath that glass, it turned into something so cool. That liquid that I poured in the paint is called pouring medium. So we used the different colors of paint, and I always use black and white in mine, always use black and white, and then I usually do 3 different colors of paint, and it might be the same shade, just put white in it to make it down. Yep, pouring medium, you got it. And then both of these, I did have shimmers in them. One was a white shimmer and one was a silver shimmer. And then you pour in that pouring medium, mix it up, and then pour it in the cup, and then pour it on the mat. You saw how easy it was last night. My biggest thing was trying not to get paint everywhere. So yes, that was, if you guys, did you see me struggling with not getting paint all over. And then by the end of the night, my hands were covered in paint. So literally, that's the hardest part. That, and then the second hardest part is when you put that mat on there and you turn it upside down. I am so scared that I'm not going to hold it tight, and that when I pour it like this, it's going to go all over. So that's why I always have my cookie sheet underneath where I'm going to do that, so that if I did it, it goes on the cookie sheet. Thank you, Laurie, for the follow. So yeah, so you guys were seeing last night, you guys saw like the difficulties that you have with it, and it really wasn't that difficult, but it's fun. When at the end of the day, when you get these really cool things that, you know, when we cut them out, the cabochons, oh, that is when it's really cool. And then you're just like, I want to do this again. Trust me, I get addicted to doing it. And my husband is just like, okay, how many paint pours are you going to have out at a time? Because I take our kitchen table up to let them dry on there. So yeah. So I cannot wait until tomorrow when I can do one of them. I'm only going to do one of them ahead of time in getting them into the cabochons. I've only done them in the cabochons because I want to protect the paint. Because it is a thin layer of paint is what it is. And that's why I've only put them in the cabochons. If you guys figure out something else that you want to do with them, you let me know. Because I'm not going to say it's the only thing. It is really hard with the cookie sheet. It gets to be too heavy for me to try to flip it. So that's why I don't put the cookie sheet on the silicone mat and flip it that way. And I've done it where you just take the cup and you do the cup, but I get paint all over. The paint, and this is actually, the actual technical term for this is actually called a paint skin. It is very flimsy. I'm going to grab some, because you can keep those and use them later on. So let me show you how you store them too. Let me grab that. Okay, this is how I store them. This is, you know, those 3-ring binders, page protectors. You just put them in here. And when you go to take them out, I just lay it flat on the table and lift up gently. And then I flip it over. Oops, my bead's taken off. And I bring it down again off of the other side and get it loose in there. And then I bring it out. Hold on, he got stuck on the other side after I got him loose. Like this. They are very flimsy. So that's, and this one, if you guys notice, it has a lot of shimmer in it. This one, I did a lot of the silver, in that silver shimmer that we were using the other day. I used a lot of it in this one when I made this one. So yeah. And you just literally, as you can tell, I've cut some of it off. See? And this is what the backside looks like. So if you use the kids mat that I was telling you with the rainbows on it that I was showing you, the back will be really smooth like this. If you use the cutting mat that I have, it's got a texture to it, so the back will have a texture. The only thing is that I have 2 pieces in here. You cannot put them on top of each other or they glue themselves to each other. So you got to make sure when you're putting them back in here that it's in there all the way but not touching another piece of paint skin. And you just lay it flat, and then I just store them flat like this. So yeah, that's how I store them. And they don't get hard in here at all. Like you would expect them so that you couldn't cut them or anything. They're fine in here. They don't shrink up because, you know, you think paint will like shrivel up sometimes. Yep, doesn't. I've had some of my paint skins for like 3-4 years now. And they're still like this. So yeah, who would have known? You can sew acrylic paint done. I'm gonna go put this one back. Thank you, the Night Owl, for the follow. Yep. And it's literally, I think it's very fun. You know, it's not your typical jewelry. Like, you guys have known me. I will try to find things to make it so we can make jewelry. Oh, so they just wanted to talk to you. So, but I love being able to take things. Yep. Usually when you have something like that, if it's in a setting, it's a cabochon. And cabochons you can do so much with. And I was telling everybody the other night, I actually had at one time a lot of cabochons, and it was before I even knew what to do with them. So I ended up donating them to a group so that they could use them, because I thought I would never ever use them. And now, like 5 years later, I'm like, I wish I still had them, because I could have made some really cool jewelry with them. I just didn't know how to use cabochons. I'd say maybe it was more than 5 years ago that I gave them away. But I literally probably have started using cabochons more in the last less than 5 years than I never used them before. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep, that's good. Uh-oh. As Jade would say, someone said a no-no. We don't have her in here. And the thing is that there are so many things, like those settings that I was showing you for those paint pours. You can put pieces of paper between the glass and the setting, like cardstock paper, and make really cool things. You can do pendants, you can do earrings, you can do charms, you know, you can do all kinds of things there. Some of the earrings that I have, they are made out of cabochons. I was going to say, what else can you do? This is actually, whoops, he's flipped around. This is a druzy cabochon in here. And it's just glued into a setting. Some of the, you know, the cabochon earrings are, the druzy earrings are a cabochon like this. Nope, it doesn't expand. So, and then you can also do resin and make it into a cabochon too. And I think Sour Rose has done some of that, but I'm not sure. Cabochons are, the way to think about it is, I'm trying to see if I have anything around me, because my cabochons are in my other room. The cabochon is like here. I'm going to try to take this off here. There's two pieces when you talk about cabochons. The cabochon here, so this druzy, that silver part, is the actual cabochon. The silver part is a setting. And so you just put a little bit of glue in the bottom of the setting and put your cabochon on it in there. And it gives that piece of whatever it is. It can be glass. These are resin. It can be, we got cabochon gemstones that we do things with that I sell when I do my bead sales. You'll see me talk about those. They are cabochons made out of the semi-precious or the crystal type gemstones. People will put them in a setting. Some people wire wrap them. So I am not freezing. Is there another update? Let me go see if there's an update on my side. So hold on. Let me look and see if there's an update. There is an update, Patty. So if you might have to do an update. I didn't check today, so you guys are going to know. I didn't do the update. I'm doing it right now on my iPad. But you can put them, you can put a cabochon in a setting, or you can put it in wire wrapping. So like Mark does a lot of cabochon wire wrapping. And then Debbie that was on here, she came on the other night, I think Friday night she was here, and she just hasn't come on to buy lately, but she used to come all the time. She actually takes the smaller cabochons and wire wraps them into spiders. So the smaller cabochon is the actual body of the spider. And then she will take a small bead, like a 4mm size bead. And when she makes the legs, at the bottom of the leg is a 4mm size bead. And then the head is a different size bead. But you can, so you can take and make things like that with the cabochons. There is so much that you can do with cabochons. Yes. So yeah, so that is a little bit of an update on cabochons, or just a tutorial. But there are people that use them and do lots of different things with them. So does anybody on here that's on today use cabochons in their work? True. Okay, so what do you do with yours then, Chris? Oh, geez. I might not have made that hole big enough for all of that. Nope, I'm gonna have to redo that. Hi, Sour Rose, how are you? Oh, yeah, that's another thing you can do. I like that one. Ooh. Oh, it's not up here. Ah, and I haven't seen her. And so that's why when I went to buy cabochons this last time with the orders that are on their way, I should be getting 5 boxes of beads tomorrow. Whew, that's a lot of boxes. I was gonna say, it's just because I got them a different size because everybody does different things with them. Thank you, Laura, for the follow. Hey, Jade. So am I gonna get this one in there? Ooh, I'm gonna get this one to close. Woo! That's a big one. I don't know if I like that bead cap on there. Let's see what it looks like with this. Nope. I didn't. Nope. Dad called earlier. So something went wackadoodle with my internet. Oh my Lord. I want to show you guys, but I want to wait till tomorrow. This is turning out so cool. I'm here. So what other questions do you guys have tonight for me? Guess what? The paint's almost dry from last night. So tomorrow, or on Saturday, we are going to make jewelry with it. I'm like so excited. I'll show you. You weren't on when I was showing everybody earlier, but I'll show you here. Just a second. I'm going to straighten my wire for a second. Okay. So here's the one. Jeez. So here's one. And what I was telling them is this part right here is actually what was in the bottom of the cup, and I got some more out. Oh, that actually wasn't paint pour. Those are a glass bead. That was out on my on Facebook today. And then this one, that bracelet, that bead with this one, I think would be cool. I think you're right. I have, I think, more of that pink bead. I'll have to look. Yeah. I know. It does. So what, if you don't follow me on Facebook, what Jade is talking about is that every day I have a different piece of jewelry from my website post to my Facebook account automatically. No, I am not knowing that song, ma'am. Whoop, I had droppage. Butterfingers. Ooh. This is turning out really cool. And you know what? I was starting to write my schedule for next week. Oh, that's too small. And you know what I figured out Friday night is? Or not Friday night, the whole day of Friday. I didn't realize it was coming that quickly. Oh, it's a corn. I'm not into corn. My husband would know it. But next Friday is Buttercup's 8th birthday. Hey, Tara. I talked with Courtney, and we may do her, we haven't even like done a birthday party yet. All the paint pour is about the same consistency, but you can buy different size bottles. So you don't have to buy the big bottle like I had. So I need to plan a birthday party in a week. So what that means is that next Saturday, the 3rd, I may not be on a live because we might be celebrating Buttercup. So I hope you guys are all okay, because Courtney doesn't want to do it on Friday night on her birthday because it's just too much to drive there and back. So I got to work with Ryan on the times and all that. So I'm just letting you know, I may be doing a birthday party or planning a birthday party. So yes. Yep, she is going to be 8. It doesn't seem like that long ago when we were in the hospital and she was born. Oh no. Nope. If you guys haven't heard the story, my wedding, I mean, I had lots of things already planned for it and stuff, but we moved my wedding up. And from the time we said, should we move the wedding up, until we were driving on our way home was 36 hours. And I had 50 people attend my wedding in the chapel at a hospital. And the reason why we're doing it is my grandfather was diagnosed with terminal cancer and didn't have long to live. And we wanted to have him there. So we quickly did our wedding early. And it was the coolest thing ever to me anyways. So yep, so I did my wedding in 36 hours. We made all the flowers for it. We made all the jewelry for it. We had, all the girls had their dresses. My dress had to be altered in that 36 hours. Okay, I will tell her. And we just had, we had cake and drinks, like coffee and stuff, because we were at the hospital. And all in 36 hours. We didn't have like a wedding dance or anything like that, which I was okay with, because the most important part is about having the people that you want at your wedding. And they were all there. My husband's grandparents were there. My grandparents were there. We had lots of aunts and uncles and cousins and friends. The reason why I got it altered in that time frame is the place where I bought it from actually ordered the wrong size. So they ordered like a junior size instead of a woman's size. And it was like the same number, but one was woman and one was like Mrs. And a Mrs. doesn't have the size chest that I do. So we couldn't get me in it. So they said they would alter it. So yeah, it was their fault. They did order the wrong size. Because it was so funny, because everything was like detailed down to the right thing. It was when they went to put it in the computer to order it, they ordered the wrong one. So yeah, I'm like, let me tell you, I didn't have much room in there once they altered it, but holy wow. All right, we got to 10K. I am loving this necklace that I'm working on for tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to put a number. Up, yeah. There we go. So in 3, between 1 and 3. Well, okay, now do a number between 1 and 50. I love the hashtags that you come up with, Rose. I really need you for my SEO for hashtags when I'm doing posts. Because it's not easy coming up with the hashtags. I'm not good at it. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, got the 2 things that you guys get to pick from. And we got a couple people that have guessed it. So here we go. We're going to reveal. We have Jade came in first. Second was Joya. And then Chris was third. And you guys were 39, 40, and 41 seconds. That is amazing that you guys all came in within seconds of each other. Wow. So Jade, you get to decide. Do you want the blue crackle bracelet? Or do you want the bag of bead soup crackle beads? So it's crackle or crackle. But bracelet or bead soup? I was going to say, is it the bead soup? Okay, I am not getting OFC. I don't know acronyms like that. Of course, okay. All right, got it. Yeah, don't drop the bead soup this time. I think she's learned her lesson. So yeah, so we still have about 15 minutes of time on here, guys. The great bead soup disaster. So those of you that are on YouTube here, so Jade, who's over on TikTok, she dropped her bead soups that were crackle beads. And the way crackle beads are made is that there is you heat up the glass and put it in cold and it crackles and it changes the molecular structure of the glass. So if you drop them, they will break easier. So she broke a whole bunch of them and we were all on a live when she did it and we were all about ready to cry with her. So yes. She said she broke about half of her bead soup, crackle beads. So yeah, so if you guys have other questions, please ask away. I'm just sitting here making a necklace while we're talking for tomorrow night's subscriber live. So this will be our jewelry item number 23. So we're getting close to what I want for the total number. And then for beads that we'll have for those that have subscribed and are a part of that, I have at least one hematite bead. I have a small glass oval. I have gemstone. Let's see. I have one of the mother of pearls. Oh no! And then what else did I... Oh, I want a jump ring for that. Do I have a jump ring here? Trying to see on my table if I have jump rings or not. What else? Oh, I would probably say, depending on how big it is, like $30 or $40 probably. Shipping is not cheap anymore. I'm glad that I do it on Shopify and get a discount, but dear Lord, shipping is getting expensive. Oh, thank you, Rose. What is that? Oh, it's the team bracelets. Oh, geez, I was even low. $48. Holy wow. So, I'm gonna grab here the beads. What we got on tap for tomorrow night's beads. We have gemstone. We have, oh, I have a whole bunch of cat's eyes. I have 8 different colors of cat's eye beads. And then the mother of pearl and hematite, 2 different hematites, and I have necklaces. So that's what we got for tomorrow night. For those of you that subscribe, you will be able to do that. Yes, I agree with you, Joya, on that. So last night when Ryan and I went out to Taco John's, it was like $25 for just two people to eat at Taco John's. I remember when things were like a buck a piece at Taco John's and you could eat for like $4. Yeah, I'm just like, holy wow. Eating out at a fast food restaurant is not cheap anymore. And my husband looked at me and he goes, we could have gone to a sit down restaurant and spent like 35. So like for 10 extra dollars, you have somebody wait on you. You don't have to go up to the screen and put your order in. I'm like, whew. Yeah, because they don't even have someone to take your order anymore. You go to a screen and you touch the screen to order your food. Life is different now. And then they ask, do you want to tip them? And I'm like, who am I tipping? Oh, yes. Yeah. Hey, you're just like us. It was just the two of us. It was almost $25. Just for the two of us. Yep, Joy, you're in the same boat as me. I was like, well, what? You can go to Red Lobster and get all you can eat shrimp for two people. And it's like $35. So, and my husband can eat a lot. So we go to all you eat shrimp. Not a lot, but we do. When they used to do it for seasonal, we were there like all the time. Yep, it's just my husband and I now. We don't have any kids at home. It's different. Let me tell you, it's different. Oh no. We have we have, if you go into Sioux Falls, you have like everything. We have Freddy's now. We just got our second Freddy's. We have Chick-fil-A. We have Chipotle. We have Qdoba, Arby's, McDonald's, Subway, Burger King, Noodles and Company, Panera, Jimmy John's. We have them all. There is of all things, a truck stop that is near us, and they have chicken that when you go there and get it fresh, it's fabulous. We have Five Guys. We actually have, the Five Guys are actually owned by the same corporation in Sioux Falls as the Taco John's. And I don't know if you guys have Taco John's in your area or not. It's like a Midwestern taco place. It's like the biggest competition against Taco Bell in our area. And then we have lots of local little, we probably have about 7 different Mexican restaurants. We don't have Taco Time. No Checkers and no White Castle either for us. We have Popeyes, Sickies. I'm trying to think, what else do we have? Yeah, I was gonna say Taco John's is more of a Midwestern thing. Like they just moved into Colorado, so they're not down south. It's like all around here. We don't have In-N-Out. I have never ever had In-N-Out. I've had Whataburger. Jeez. See, we have a soda place here in Sioux Falls. Like there is a store that is just soda. I mean, Sioux Falls is like the biggest city in the state of South Dakota. And there's like 200,000. So it's not like overly huge, but it's not small either. But like in the whole metro area, even though I don't think it's really metro, there's like a lot of people. I know it's not a 500,000, but it's getting up there to probably like 300-400. Now I'm gonna have to go look that up. I was gonna say, Elizabeth, do you know it? If she's still in here. She's yeah, she's in here. I wonder if she knows the exact. So is Sioux Falls like over 300,000 with all the metro area, because we have all the small towns around it. Do you know? No way. So then I'm just asking, how far away is Ithaca from you then, Rose? And like in South Dakota, if you do not live in Sioux Falls or Rapid City, you really don't have much for fast food. Okay. One of the kids is thinking about moving to Ithaca. I'm like, seriously, that's like 20 some hours away in a car drive. I'm like, I don't want you to move there. Too far. Too far. I mean, we have one in Kentucky. I don't want one in New York. I know I'm being sassy when I say that. Okay, so we're just a little bit over 200,000. So it's not very big. I'm like, I drive by the sign when I go into town that tells you how big it is, and I'm like, I have no idea. But then you have all the outlying little towns outside of it. I was gonna say, because their girlfriend lives there, so they flew in there for Thanksgiving, and they went to sushi. So I know there's a sushi place in Ithaca. That's the only thing that I know that's there, the college, and then that. And so the girlfriend is going to college in Cornell, and I'm like, just wait for them to get done with college, decide where they're gonna move, and then, yep. So yeah, and that child will go out to eat for sushi or hibachi. So Japanese food is what they go out to eat for. They'll cook everything else. So that's the only type of restaurant they go to. It cracks me up. So yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know you were not from South Dakota. See, I was born and raised here. Jeez, that's far away. My sister lives 12 miles away from me, and that's the farthest we've ever lived away from each other. See, we have 2 ramen places now. I've not gone to either. I'm not a ramen fan. My granddaughter loves ramen. She will eat ramen. And one of our kids, that's like 5 meals a week is ramen. Even when they didn't need to eat ramen because they weren't a broke college student, it's still what they preferred to eat. And I'm thinking, all that sodium going into your body, hello. No, I have not. I have to see. There's something about the texture of it that just doesn't, it's like, yeesh. Oh. Okay, I'll have to go and try it probably then. I just sit there and think it's going to be like the packet one, and I'm like, yeek, nope. Jeez, you're lucky, Rose. Yeah, we have all different types of Chinese or Asian foods that you can get. And then you've got the the Japanese on top of it. So yeah. Oh, see, I think I would want the meat, the actual meat in the actual egg. I think I might eat it then. And I never ate rice until the last 3 years of my life. I thought it was gross before then. And now I'm like, oh, so the other night my husband made rice and he took a God, no, I can't even think of what kind of steak it was, and he thinly sliced it and cooked it. And we put that in our rice and it was like, oh my Lord, that's just enough. That was perfect. I loved it. Okay. I'll have to try ramen in a restaurant then. So, all right. So I was going to say tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I was going to say you'd have to come on this side. There's a couple over here that are really, really good, Elizabeth. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock is when I'm going to go live, and I'm going to do a review of items that are on the website tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So it's going to be jewelry at 1. And then at 8 p.m. is when we're going to do the subscriber live. What's going to happen, just in case, because I don't think I can go live and it be just the subscribers from what I've seen. We have a way that they're the only ones. Oh no, Joya. They will have a way that only subscribers can comment on TikTok. And that's what I'm going to turn on tomorrow night, so that they have a chance to claim the jewelry and to claim the beads over those that are not subscribers. Doesn't mean if we didn't sell out, we won't bring the beads, but we're giving them a chance, since they have subscribed and paid for the subscription. They will be getting a chance to bid first on the beads. I won't open it up later that night. It would be on a different show that I would bring those back on. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night for the subscriber live. If you haven't subscribed and want to be a part of that, go down to the arrow, or the yellow star at the bottom that says subscription, and tap on that and you can subscribe there. There is a cost. It's $2.99 a month. You can do 1 month and you can do reoccurring. It's up to you what you want to do. I'm just going to let you know what's out there. And those that are going to be joining us tomorrow night and do claim beads or jewelry, I will announce what the discount is tomorrow night when we go live and throughout the live. So just to let you know, that is just something that I'm going to be doing, and thanking those that did do the subscription. So that is what tomorrow night's live will be about. I will come back on Saturday at 10 a.m. and we will finish the paint pours. And I'm going to do parts 2 and 3 all in the same one, instead of dragging it out to the next week. So that's what we've got for the rest of this week. And tomorrow is Friday. I am so excited. Thanks, Rose, for the fire. All day I thought it was Wednesday. I seriously thought it was Wednesday up until 4 o'clock today, when I realized it was Thursday. So I've been excited. Oh, now you can ask the question. So subscriptions in TikTok is something that you can do as a someone who watches one of the content creators here, like such as myself. And there is a price for the subscription depending on what the creator charges. We can charge different prices. Mine is $2.99. Thank you, Patty, for subscribing. And then what it is at least once a month, there'll be something special for subscribers. So for the month of January, if you're a subscriber in January, when we do it tomorrow night, you will get access to be able to comment in tomorrow night's live, where you can claim jewelry or claim beads, because I will sell beads tomorrow night also. It's the first time I've done beads and jewelry in the same live. And there will be a discount off of the price of it. And I'm going to announce what that discount is. Joya, I'm glad I'm not the only one. So thank you. So I was like, I couldn't believe all day. I just thought it was Wednesday until 4 o'clock. So that is how the subscribers go. And to subscribe, it's down below that little yellow arrow with the ring around it. You press on that and it'll take you to do it. Whew. I'm usually not that bad, but this week has been a one for me. So that is what we have in the plans. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then the subscribers, I think you guys can all join me tomorrow night. I just think you're not able to comment. So I don't want to upset anybody. I just want to make that perfectly clear if you're there and you're thinking you're being ghosted. So, all right. Thank you for the finger heart, Rose. You guys all have a great rest of your night. I'll see you at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Bye, everybody.